YouTube family, my name is Rashid and I'm a school psychologist and behavior intervention specialist. And today we have very important matters to discuss. Today we're breaking down a video of a teacher tearfully announcing to her class at the end of the school year that she's quitting, yes, quitting after 5 years in the field. So let's get right into the video and then we'll circle back to discuss a few things. Here we go.
So guys, I need to talk to you about something serious. I need you to put the cup pause down for a second. Okay? No, it actually is not. Okay, my heart's beating really fast. How do I start this?
Please don't tell me something bad.
This year was my 5th year teaching and has definitely been the hardest year for me mentally. And I had been thinking about all year what to do for my mental health. Okay? And so I decided that this is my last year teaching. So I will not be back next year. I love you guys so much. I do. I love you guys so much. I do. Okay? I love all of you so much. You have no idea how much I love you guys. I lied to you. I'm sorry for lying about saying I was decluttering. But I'm selling a lot of stuff because I probably won't come back to teaching ever. So that's why you see people coming in and buying things and getting rid of stuff, because I can't do it anymore. But this has been a very hard year for me. A very hard year. Sorry. But again, I love each and every one of you. That's why I say I love you guys every day. And you guys have touched my heart. Like major. And I'm sorry that I'm leaving. I just wanted to finish the year out with you guys. Yeah, so that's why I have been getting rid of some stuff. Because I didn't have the heart to tell you guys that I was leaving.
So we made you quit?
No. You guys did not make me quit. Okay? Don't think that, okay? It breaks my heart that you think that. Okay? You guys did not make me quit. Okay? So no, you guys did not make me quit. You guys did not make me lose my love of teaching. None of this was your fault. Okay, this was all me. Do you guys understand? You understand that? This was nobody's fault. Okay? Mackenzie, come here, honey. Come here.
Wow.
Here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. Come here. It's okay, honey. It's okay. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about what we just saw and why it's important. Now, just in case you're not aware, teaching is very difficult and there is a massive shortage across the country. And this teacher shortage, it isn't necessarily new. In fact, teachers and educators have been leaving the field for a variety of reasons since before COVID, but the last 2 years, they've been pretty bad. Unfortunately, the demand for teachers is far outpacing the supply of trained and certified teachers. And look, man, I hate to use business terms and phrases like we can just build and manufacture more teachers in a warehouse, because we all know that that's not the case, but it is what it is. Sure, some teachers are retiring or moving up the chain as administrators, counselors, or related service providers. But what about many of our young, highly skilled and passionate teachers who quit after only a handful of years in the field? Well, here's some common factors why some of our best and brightest are leaving the profession. Number 1, overwhelming stress. Now, you saw it in this video. The teacher decided this would be her last year teaching because this year has taken a significant toll on her mental health. Emotional stress is at an all-time high amongst educators, and we'll get into some of the reasons why, but it's hard to recruit teachers when it's very well known that this can be a very high-stress career. Number 2, salary. This is a factor that varies a great deal from state to state, district to district, and even school to school. Unfortunately, some teachers in certain states and districts are paid pretty poorly in comparison to teachers in other states and districts. But all teachers are stressed And it doesn't help to be stressed, underappreciated, and poorly paid. That's a perfect storm to start looking for a new job or a new career, especially in this economy. Quick side note, teachers and educators earn every penny they get, and they do a lot of work outside of regular school hours and work hours. Oftentimes, they come out of their own pockets for classroom and teaching expenses, and many do this while still being underpaid. So I'm not trying to hear the cornball opinions talking about,
but they only get paid for 9 months of work with kids, so shut up or work a real job like the rest of us.
Yes, in many places, their pay gets dispersed evenly throughout the calendar year, but in some districts, that's not the case. Funny thing about opinions like this is they tend to come from some of the most ignorant, lazy, miserable, and stupid people who wouldn't survive 2 weeks teaching a class. These are the same people who find the courage to speak so boldly behind a keyboard or with the phone in their hand, but don't want teachers and others to constructively use their voices and platform to advocate for better working conditions and better wages. But I digress. Number 3, lack of support, especially in the first few years. New teachers often struggle with proper support and training from other teachers and administration. Number 4, challenging work conditions. These often include large class sizes, buildings in disrepair, a lack of classroom materials, and some teachers may even feel unsafe. Number 5, lack of respect. Yes, teachers sometimes feel undervalued, not just by some parents and the community and some of the students they may teach, but they may also feel disrespected by the administration, such as the principal, assistant principal, academic director, school board members, and/or others in central office. Number 6, standardized testing. You knew I was going here with it. Many teachers are tired of what can feel like a relentless onslaught of standardized testing and data collection that, unfortunately, does not always lead to change or actionable outcomes. And that leads me to the next factor. Number 7, developmentally inappropriate expectations. Now, we're not just talking about unrealistic demands placed on teachers that can significantly increase frustration. We're also talking about unrealistic and sometimes reduced demands placed on some of our students when it comes to the curriculum, behavior, and discipline. And in fact, this leads me to the very last factor that I'm bringing up today. Number 8, discipline issues. Now, I'm saving this one for last because the majority of educators will tell you that the most stressful part of the job, it's not the students, it's the adults. However, managing student behavior can be very challenging and impact job satisfaction, especially if the teacher's toolbox to deal with behavioral and social-emotional challenges isn't that large, and if the school climate is not one of support and attempting to do what is in the best interest of every student. Oh, and trust me, some schools do not have that culture. But truth be told, that's a topic I could spend hours on by itself. Going back to the teacher in the video, I empathize with her. Most teachers get into the profession because they love teaching and they love the students. Most of them saw themselves retiring as a teacher and having a positive lifelong impact on their students. But unfortunately, the reality of teaching can take a brutal toll on one's mental health and cause even the best teachers to consider retirement. I think the teacher in this video really cares for her students and didn't want to lie to her students anymore about why people were coming into the classroom towards the end of the school year to take supplies. They were going to find out sooner or later, and she wanted them to know directly from her. And look, man, I remember when I told my students I was leaving to go to grad school and I got choked up. I was fighting my tear ducts like Ali when he fought Foreman. Now, I'm not sure why the teacher recorded it and placed it or posted it on social media. In fact, now that I think about it, maybe it had less to do with telling her students why she was leaving and more to do with her bringing attention to why we have some amazing teachers quitting and not returning to the profession at a time when we need them the most. Maybe it was done to document her reason and start this dialogue. I don't know, and neither do you, but I'd love to hear her reason for recording and posting this video. I'll say this though, I am glad she didn't post her students' faces and reactions to her announcement like some people would have. Now, I'm also glad the teacher let her students know that they were not the cause of her quitting. She probably could have said that earlier in the announcement, but overall, I think she handled it very well. Look, man, shout out to this teacher because it seems like she was in the field for all the right reasons and her heart was in the right place. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever school district or whatever school she worked in realizes they lost a great teacher. Also, shout out to all of my great teachers, educators, administrators, and related service providers out there. I had to say great because look, there are a handful of whack educators out there too. We're not talking about them. All right, so what do you think about this video, and how do you feel about the teacher announcing to her class that she's quitting teaching? Also, how do you feel about the way she made her announcement? Do you or someone you know work in education, and do you have a story or something useful to share? Well, if you do, make sure you leave a comment down below. Also, do not forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. And until next time, you already know what it is. Make sure you take care of yourselves and one another. Peace.